Hey guys, before today's vlog, I just wanted to pop in here and let you know that today is the first day of my Halloween readathon. Happy Hailey-ween. It starts today. It goes for the next week. I will link the announcement video with all the prompts, my TBR, all the information up above and down below. Hopefully you guys join me, subscribe and turn on notifications so you know every time I'm live streaming. I will be doing a ton of reading sprints. My goal is to do reading sprints every single day of Hailey-ween. We'll see if that comes to fruition, but turn on notifications so you know when I'm gonna go live and have sprints. I hope you guys can make it to a stream or just participate and send me your TBR on Instagram. Post what you're reading, have a good time. Don't talk to me at fucking all and just read the books that you want to read and fit the prompts. I don't care. I just want to see you guys get involved, and I'm so excited to host. So join me 2 nights on this channel at 7 p.m. Central Time. I will be hosting the first Happy Hailey-ween sprints, and I'm so excited to see you there. Thanks for watching and enjoy the vlog. Hey guys, it's Hailey and welcome to another bookish video. Today, I'm going to be solo traveling to the Pacific Northwest, and I've never been there before. I'm going to Seattle. I'm so freaking excited. Reading about it in books, it feels like my perfect vibe, and I'm literally just going there on my own to read, to feel the fall vibes, and to hype myself up for Halloween, because I don't really get a real fall here in Texas. Like, it literally could be 90 degrees on Halloween, or then sometimes it's randomly like 30 degrees on Halloween. Texas and her weather patterns, I still haven't figured her out, and I've literally lived here for 27 years. I am escaping the heat of Austin, Texas, and I am traveling to Seattle. I wanted to take you guys along with me. I have solo traveled a few times before, and I've gotten questions afterwards like, did you vlog? What did you read there? Blah, blah, blah. So I figured this time I would take my camera and take you guys along with me so you can experience my little Pacific Northwest adventure alongside me. I'm gonna be reading a ton of spooky books. I already have them all packed up, and I'm also bringing my Kindle. So I will show you obviously what I'm reading on the plane. I literally leave tomorrow morning. I have to be at the airport at 5 in the morning. So I will see you there, and we will have this little journey together. Just full disclosure, this actually was not supposed to be a solo trip. I actually low-key got bailed on, and I'm still a little bit emo about it. So I thought to cheer myself up also, it would be nice to have my little vlog as a companion coming along with me. So the next time that I see you, I will be boarding the plane. I'm not gonna look this put together. I'm not gonna be this peppy, but I will update you and let you know what I'm doing as I travel. Hello vlog, I'm in Seattle. Oh my god, I made it here. I was gonna update at the airport and on the plane, but it was just too chaotic. I had the middle seat. It was a full plane. Things were moving fast at the Austin airport, okay? I got through security in 20 minutes. Like, they were moving us through, and then the plane crew was like keeping it tight. Like, they kind of slayed. So I didn't update at all, but I do have a lot to share. I just arrived at my Airbnb, so I want to get settled, and I'll let you know about what I'm reading. But just initially on the Uber ride from the airport to here, I'm blown away. It's literally gorgeous. It's 45 degrees and sunny and crisp and golden, and all the fall colors are gorgeous. Like, I'm already obsessed. Okay, my Airbnb guy actually kicked me out swiftly. Okay, I just had to drop off my luggage. So now I'm here having my little coffee tasting. I'm gonna read some more of this book, eat my cinnamon roll because I have no fuel. So I need this coffee and I need this sugar. And then I'm gonna find a little place outside to settle down. I'll probably take some Instagram photos, and then I'm gonna update you, I swear. Things are just like moving fast and I need to chill. Like, this is vacation, but also I'm by myself, so I'm a little anxiety core. It'll be fine, I'll survive. Okay, hi vlog. I moved outside to the patio. I'm gonna try to talk kind of loud so you can hear me over the sounds of Seattle. Let me do my little update, but first, I'll tell you about the coffee. So the coffee flight that I got was a cortado, an espresso, and a drip coffee, just normal. And I'm not a coffee girl. Like usually when I go somewhere, I get a matcha or a chai. This was very out of my wheelhouse. I actually liked the drip coffee the best, which is crazy to me, but it was so good. And now I believe in Seattle coffee. Also, the cinnamon roll croissant, incredible. So good. Now let's get into reading updates. So I did part an audiobook and part physical reading on the well, my camera just died, so we're actually gonna have to do this on my phone. That is super annoying that my camera died the first stop of my day. You know what? I'll live. Let me update you on my audiobook first. I was reading Bat Eater and Other Names for Cora Zhang, and I made it about 2/3-ish of the way through. The first third had my attention 100%. We are following a girl who is a crime scene cleaner, and she starts catching on to what she believes are racially motivated murders happening around the city. It is taking place at the height of the pandemic where there was a lot of Asian hate, and so she is putting the pieces together, thinking that there's a serial killer taking out Asian women and they're leaving bats behind at the crime scene. So that plot is very, very, very intriguing to me. But the second third of the book, like Act 2, was more about supernatural elements and like ghosts and things like that. And I'm not as much into that. I'm gonna be so real. I'm kind of losing interest a bit. And I am very much preferring my physical read, which is Matchmaking for Psychopaths by Tasha Coriel. This book is unhinged, amazing. I love the main character. We are following a girl. We're following another girly with a weird niche job. So she is a matchmaker, and she doesn't just match any old people together. She actually is a matchmaker for psychopaths. Now, her clients don't know that that is what they're being matched based on, but it's so psychopaths aren't just matched with any old person, right? They can be matched with each other, and other people will be saved. This is partly motivated by her own stuff, like she has her own relationship stuff going on. We get all of her drama, and I just love her personality. I think everything that she comments on is so interesting and so relatable. I just really like it. I am like a quarter of the way through and I'm loving it. So those are my two current reads. I think I'm gonna go get some food because my little cinnamon roll croissant was not really enough for me, especially after all that coffee. I feel like I'm buzzing. And I'm ready to go. So I'm gonna probably take another little jaunt down the street. I had a good little 15-minute walk here, probably do another 10-minute-ish walk to find some food, and then I'll sit down there, get some more reading in, and let you know what I'm up to next. Hello vlog, I am finally in my Airbnb. I've literally been walking around for hours. I got a little lunch in that like Asian street eats place. They had like a billion different options. I got ramen and honestly it was just okay. And the vibes in there were quite overwhelming, if I'm being real. Like audio of those clips, I'm gonna make them muted for the video. But like when I tell you it was 62, take the order. 48, 53, take the order. And people were like screaming and laughing, and like I'm really happy that everyone's having a good time. But me personally, I was a little overwhelmed and it was not worth it for the quality of the ramen. I'm gonna be real, I should have got something else. But you know, it's cold and I never am in the cold, so I was like, it's ramen time. But apparently it wasn't, you know what I mean? My plan tonight is to go to the glass art museum thing that's like really popular, which is right next to the Space Needle. So I'm gonna do the Space Needle today. And then I have a dinner reservation at an Italian restaurant where they do pasta flights. So you get like a board and you can try different pastas, like a tiny portion of each. I'm really excited. I'm gonna drink some wine. I think I'm gonna try to ride the monorail down there. So yay, I'm excited. I do have to get ready though. I am gonna listen to my audiobook of Bat Eater and Other Names to Call Cora Zhang, or whatever the hell that long ass book title is. I'm probably gonna try to finish that up while I'm getting ready, and I'll do a check-in with you before I head out. Okay, I took off my necklaces and clipped back my hair, and like suddenly I'm fine. I'm no longer overstimulated. I forgot to say that I stopped at a couple vintage shops while I was walking around, and I wanted to show you my little haul. These are the necklaces that I just took off, so ignore those. But I did get these like stacked necklaces, this foursome little set, this cheetah print big chunky scarf that I will, hello, literally hello. A man was here. A man was just here. Sorry, what? They were checking on my internet, but like that was a little scary and I didn't like it. Anyway, back to the haul. I got this like chunky cheetah scarf because it's low-key cold here, so I needed a chunky scarf, and the cheetah just like goes with the majority of outfits that I brought here. I also got this two-piece matching set that is like actual vintage. It's a little like collared cropped shirt and then a little like midi length skirt, and I love it. I also went to a third vintage store, but unfortunately I walked away from my little table for 1 second to get my ramen, and when I came back, that bag was stolen. So watch your fucking back in the Pacific Northwest, because I literally went to go get my ramen 2 steps away, and I came back and my bag was stolen, and I had a bunch of rings that were like $5 and a pair of orange sunglasses in there, and honestly I was planning on wearing the orange sunglasses tomorrow, and I'm really upset about it, but it was only like $20-30 worth of stuff, so I'm not trying to stress about it, because at least it's not like my phone, my wallet, something like that. But other than that, the people of Seattle are very, very, very kind. Like, I was just waiting in line for the coffee shop, and like 3 people complimented me, and then when my coffee order came out, they were like, Haley, oh, that's her, that's that cute girl over there, make sure she gets her order when it's hot and ready. And I'm like, oh my god, like, why do I feel like a local celebrity and I've never been here? And then I was walking on the street and 2 people stopped me. One of them said, you're so beautiful, I hope you have a beautiful day. And I was like, oh my god, you're so kind, you too. And the next person said, has anyone told you you're a ray of light today? I don't know what's in my aura, I don't know what's in the air here in Seattle, but people are picking up on it and we're vibing. There was a theft, but also people have been very kind. Mixed bag, girl. I just need to get ready. I just need to get ready and get out of here. Hello. I'm ready to go to the Space Needlina. I have my little bow. I'll show you my whole fit in the mirror. Here I am. Signed, sealed, delivered, ready for the Space Needle and the Cholula Gardens, or whatever the fuck they're called. I'm really excited to go, although I did see that tripods are not allowed at the Space Needle, and if I don't get a picture in this outfit on the observation deck, I'm gonna be crushed. So I'm gonna try to use my tripod and just see if anyone yells at me. Usually I can get away with things because I'm cute, I'm not gonna lie. Aura, I feel aura right now, is that what the kids say? Before we go to the motherfucking Space Needlina, let me tell you about this book. Hello, focus on me. Ariana Grande, focus on me. So as you can see, I still have my little Raycons in. I'm gonna finish it up on my walk because right now I'm at the 85% mark. I like it. I like it. It's fine. Honestly, I liked the first act a lot better than I liked anything that followed. I don't really care about our main character because she's kind of annoying. All the like different supernatural elements and stuff is not as intriguing to me as finding this killer, but that seems to be like a backseat thing to our main character's just like personal drama, and I don't care about that. I want to find a killer. I do like the commentary about how people would randomly be racist towards Asian people during the pandemic. I feel like that is very worthwhile commentary, and it does it well in a horror setting. So I like that part, but gonna binge the rest of this on my little walk to the Space Needle. Have a 15-minute walk. Let's go walking. Oh my fucking god, y'all. Oh my god. Something crazy just happened to me. Something actually crazy just happened to me. Okay, I have to tell you about the book. I have a final review for you of Bat Eater and Other Names for Khorazang. But hold on, because I've been walking around these glass gardens. Well, I went up to the Space Needle first, and that was like cool. But the glass gardens were like incredible. Like actually the most beautiful thing I've ever seen with my eyes. Like I ate it up. I loved it. The only thing was I got away with using my tripod on the Space Needle, but I was not about to try to use my tripod in the glass garden. I was like, if this hoe falls, I'm done for. Like I can't do it. I was just content to like not have any photos of me at the glass garden or whatever. And then this man stopped me and he saw me with my vlog camera and he was like, what kind of camera is that? He didn't ask it like that. He was actually really kind. And I was like, why are you talking to me? I don't know. I got on Facebook Marketplace. Don't talk to me. I'm a girl. What are you talking about? And he was like, oh, like I'm just wondering, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, I like film YouTube videos. And he's like, oh, so do I. And I'm like, okay. And so I gave him my channel and he was like, oh yeah, that's so cool. Like, do you want to see my channel? This man had over 1 million subscribers. And I was like, hello? Like, Justin? Who are you? Like, what is this? And he was like, yeah, so actually I do interviews and take portraits of people on the street that look interesting, and you look really interesting to me. Can I take your photos? And he literally took like 1,000 photos of me all around the glass gardens. He's so talented. He showed me some of the photos. I'm like, holy shit. And he's like complimenting me the whole time, being like, you're a natural, like you're wonderful, just like hyping me up. I'm like, this is so fun. And then we got to talking and we were vibing and we were chilling, and he was like, usually I only do short form like vertical content, but you're so interesting, can I do some long form like YouTube interview content with you? And I was like, yeah. So I sat down on a bench and he interviewed me for like a half an hour. It was crazy, you guys. It was kismet and it was so much fun, and this man is so kind. I was supposed to be here, guys. I was literally supposed to be here. Things were supposed to work out this way, and now I get to go and eat pasta. Let me tell you about the book. So I finished Miss Khorazang. I did like the end more than the middle, so it kind of went like yay, no, yay for me. The end was very, very dark, very intense. It was kind of like crazy how dark it went, and it got back to like the serial killer plot line, and I do like the way that it ended. It was like a very poetic ending tied in a bow. However, the majority of my reading experience through the middle was just like, it was feeling confused and didn't know what it wanted to be, in my opinion, and I never really felt totally ingratiated to the main character. I think I'm gonna land on a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Because this is definitely an above average book. It has a lot of good things to say, and it says it well majority of the time. But I have my gripes. So I'm gonna land on a 3.5, and I'm gonna dive back into matchmaking for psychopaths. I'm gonna go walk around a little used bookstore that's next to the dinner place where I have my reservation. I'm probably gonna buy a couple books, read a little bit, wait until my 7 o'clock reservation rolls around, and then it's pasta time. Speak. Oh god, I can't even speak. Y'all. What the fuck is going on? Immediately I had to leave that dinner. I'm in my pajamas, okay? I had to leave that dinner swiftly and come back to my Airbnb and get in my pajamas immediately just to ground myself, because after I went book shopping, which by the way, I bought a book. I got this VC Andrews book called Runaways because of the step back, like purely because of the step back, because I couldn't walk away from such a beautiful step back. Like I had to get it. It's a horror collectible and I needed it. Okay, nobody talk to me. It's a keepsake to remember this day, because this day deserves to be remembered, because what the fuck. Also, do I look a little bit like Lana Del Rey right now? Does anyone else think that? No one tell me that I don't, because I think that I do. So I went book shopping, I got my book, and then I sat down at a little bar and I just ordered a glass of white wine, and I was gonna sit there and read my book, which I actually made a lot of progress in my book. I am halfway through Matchmaking for Psychopaths, and I want to tell you about my book, but first I have to tell you about my evening because you guys, this shit. So I had originally booked this pasta restaurant that I told you earlier is famous for their pasta flights. They're meant to be shared, okay, but I'm here alone. I was planning like a birthday activities for my friend who I was gonna come with because it was gonna be for her birthday, but now it's just me. So I was not gonna like skimp on it. Like, I was still gonna do the thing that I planned to do. I'm like, let me get this pasta flight. I didn't realize that they put a fucking sparkler in it and bring it out as they're going, celebrate good times, come on. And I'm like, no lady, no lady, no lady, no, I know you're not singing with the sparkler. And it's just me alone at a table with enough pasta to feed a family of 4 on a slab, and it's being set down in front of me. Please. And I'm literally just sitting there reading my book. Immediately I said, give me a box. Give me a box and let me leave. Like, let me leave, let me leave, let me leave. I took that pasta to go. I got my Uber. And my Uber driver was real as fuck. I literally got in the car and he instantly started talking about Dua Lipa. And I'm like, okay, yeah, period. We're gonna kiki. We were halfway to my Airbnb and I was like, I'm gonna ask you because you seem like you know. Where's the nearest dispensary? He literally pulled over for me, didn't charge it on Uber. What a real one. We started talking and gabbing and whatever, and we both work in the mental health field, and we're just like lamenting about the struggles and like how it is and blah blah blah. And then he was like, I can tell that you have a divine light around you, and your open, vulnerable energy just like attracts people. It attracted me. Like, I could tell just from talking to you for a couple minutes that you're special and you're gonna do big things. Maybe it's the pre-roll, but I feel a little bit of divine light in this Airbnb right now. And then I didn't even tell you all the full tea of, do you remember one of the people that stopped me on the street earlier that was like, you're beautiful and you're gonna have a beautiful day? That happened at 11 a.m. I was literally behind that same man in line for the Space Needle at 3:30. What? I think I was meant to be here. I think a canon event is occurring. I promise I'm not manic. I'm not in psychosis. I am totally here on Earth with us. But like, what? How else do we explain this? Okay, anyway, aside from my ramblings, let me tell you about Matchmaking for Psychopaths because I'm literally loving this book. It's gonna be 5 stars. Like, unless it crashes and burns horribly, this is gonna be 5 stars. I'm obsessed with it. This main character is unhinged. She just wants love so bad for herself that she's willing to like compromise everything, and she's kind of delusional. She's completely unhinged. If you like the main character from Love Letters to a Serial Killer, this author's first book, you're gonna eat this shit up because it's the same vibes, just like unhinged desperation core. We're getting a lot of like her personal trauma, and we're seeing how that's informing the decisions that she's making now. Sorry, I'm being so vague. I just really want to avoid spoilers, but it is so good. I'm really excited to read more of it tonight, but I'm not going to comprehend anything if I try to read right now. So I think what I'm going to do is watch The Women in Cabin 10. Good morning, Seattle day 2. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited to get out there. It's like a typical rainy, dreary Seattle day, and I have like a leather coat on with my like sheer top and this like fun chunky necklace. I also have my cheetah scarf that I bought yesterday if I get like extra cold. Oh my god, I'm so excited to just go walk around. I'm feeling such strong fall vibes. I read a little bit more in my book last night, and I'm still really loving it. So I think I'm gonna go this morning to Pike Place Market, iconic, and then I'm gonna find a place to settle down, read my book. Just seeing the fall leaves out my window, I'm like, I'm ready, take me out there. So let's get to it. Pacific Northwest, I love you. Oh my god, y'all. Wow. That place was incredible. I had the best time just walking around looking at everything. I wish I could have bought more, but I'm just scared about transporting things on the plane. They literally broke my suitcase, I guess, when they were like loading it in or out of the plane. So it's like cracked. I really don't want to trust that. But I did get a lavender apple cider. I actually went through and got to try all the different flavors of cider, and it was so fun, just like tasting and trying. I landed on lavender. It's so good, but I'm starting to sweat. All the walking I'm doing and like bustling by people in the market, I'm like, I might need to go back and change, because I tried to take this coat off and the sheer was just like a little too cold for me. And then walking around and seeing all the fish made me really want to get seafood. So I think I'm gonna go change and then come back to this area and look for a good seafood spot to sit down, maybe get some oysters and read my book and hang out and people watch. This is just a beautiful city. This is a beautiful part of the country. I'm so glad that I'm here. I'm feeling really grateful. We on the wheel, boys. We on the wheel. Oh my god, I'm scared. Oh my god. You guys, I'm fucking scared. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh my god, I'm fucking scared. Y'all, this is way up high. I'm literally way up high. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. I should put music over this because I'm flipping out. I don't know if we're gonna stop ever. It just keeps going around and around. I see why this was $25, because it lasts forever. Oh my god, here we go. Up over the ocean, to the ocean and it all, into the ocean and it all, into the ocean and it all. Who knows that emo song? Hey, hey Seattle. I actually do want off of here. It stopped me at the top. I'm rocking, and I'm not leaning with it, rocking with it, like I'm just rocking. Hello vlog, I'm so tired. I feel like I've been walking around all day because I have. After my little quick change, I went to the pier. I rode the Ferris wheel. I had lunch. I went to the aquarium, walked around there. It was so much fun. And I got back here, it's like 4 p.m. I just collapsed, like actually collapsed. I want to go to like a nice little park and just sit and read. I read a bit more when I was sitting at lunch. I think I'm like 85% of the way through Matchmaking for Psychopaths. Actually, there was just a crazy twist and I'm still really, really liking it. So I would like to go sit in a park with fall colors and finish that book. Also, I have on a new fall sweater, so I would like to wear this to a park that I can take like a cute fall foliage photo of myself. Hello vlog, I'm back from my little reading in the park. It's only 7 o'clock, but I'm absurdly tired. I feel like I just walked 1 million steps. Everything that I did today involved walking. I was planning on going out, getting drinks, getting dinner, something tonight, but that is canceled. I already put on my Barefoot Dreams pants, so I'm in for the evening, I fear. I have 1 million pounds of leftover pasta, so I think I'm just gonna heat that up. Also, while I was at the park, I did finish Matchmaking for Psychopaths. The ending was twisty and totally ridiculous. Like, this is not a book to like take seriously, but also it had little nuggets of like feeling seen, feeling validated, being profound enough while still feeling light and fun. So I freaking loved it. I'm gonna give it 5 stars. I'm so glad this is the book that I brought on my trip. This was literally the one hardcover book that I was like, it's gonna be heavy, but I'm gonna lug this shit around because I think it'll be worth it, and it definitely was. I really enjoyed it. So highly, highly recommend, especially if you liked love letters to serial killers. You're gonna love this one too. to. I think the next book that I start is going to be on my Kindle, and I have The Wrong Daughter by Dandy Smith out from Kindle Unlimited, so I think I'm going to read this. But also I brought this horror essay collection with me. It's just some of my favorite horror authors musing on why they love horror in personal essays. It's like 200 some pages, and I do want to specifically read the ones by my favorite authors. So I think I might read a couple of those tonight as well, since I'm just gonna be chilling here. I have nothing else to do. I'm gonna get into this. I'm gonna get into this. I'm gonna get into some pasta, and I'll let you know what's going on. Also, side note, it is so weird not having like central AC and heating. The temperature in my Airbnb is dependent on the temperature outside. I've never experienced that before. I'm just gonna have to cozy up because your girl is cold. Good morning. It is day 3. I'm so glad that I just took a chill night last night. I was so freaking tired and I got so much sleep. I needed it. We're up bright and early this morning. I'm in my little bookmark sweater. I want to go to the little donut shop that is right next door to my Airbnb. It's literally right downstairs. I'm gonna get spooky donuts and a little coffee, and it looks really cute and cozy in there. So I think I'm gonna continue reading my books. And yeah, that's something else I have to update you about is my reading. I read 3 of the essays in here, this collection. I read the one by Grady Hendrix, the one by Rachel Harrison, and the one by Stephen Graham Jones. They're probably my top 3 people that are featured in this collection, and I loved every single one of them. It's so interesting how everyone has like a slightly different take on why they love horror, but there's also like little overlapping similarities. Everyone talked about community and catharsis and things like that. The interplay of trauma and horror. This is my jam. I'm eating it up. I was highlighting when I was reading them yesterday. I think I'm gonna try to read a few more today at my donut shop. And then I also did get a little bit into The Wrong Daughter, not too much, like 10 or 15%. And I learned the setup. So first initial chapter sucked me in immediately. It's about these 2 young girls. They're 10 and 13, and they're left home alone for one of the first times overnight while the parents are like going out to a party and they're not going to get home until the early hours, but they're like entrusting the 13-year-old to basically take care of her sister and get her to bed and all of that. When the parents come home though, they only find one of their daughters. The older daughter disappeared. And it's not like we're trying to figure out exactly what happened. We know what happened. A creepy man broke into their house and led her out with a knife. The younger sister actually witnessed this happening, and she told the parents as soon as they got home, like, hey, my sister just got taken away by a psycho man. The actual bulk of the book is happening years later, and I guess the killer, kidnapper person has never been caught. We're trying to put the pieces together now, and I believe that something deeper is going to happen. I don't think that it's just going to be trying to solve who this man is. I think something's about to happen in the present day timeline as well. I don't want to get too spoilery. I don't want to give away too much, but initially I am enjoying it a lot. I love a kidnapping thriller. So these will be my 2 little reads. Let's go get some donuts. Hello vlog. I've literally been trying to update you all day. Every place that I've been in has been playing loud music with royalties that I don't want to pay, and it's been raining outside, so I haven't been able to tell you anything. I'm literally sitting on the street just to update you. I don't even know what's going on. Also, I had a quick change, by the way. I have this little floofy thing, and I bought these rings today, which are really fun. This is a real bug encased in resin. I kind of love it, and I have my little frog friend. I've just been exploring this fun little gay little neighborhood, and I love it so much. I've been doing book shopping, record shopping, vintage clothes shopping. I got actually the glasses that were stolen from me. I found them and I got a new pair, which I'm so excited about. I got some vintage low-rise pinstripe pants that I actually put on with this outfit. Had a good little brunch. I had a good little snack at the bar just now. I'm gonna start a little Halloween bar tour and go around and visit some Halloween themed bars. I also have special tickets for one that's like a vampire saloon of some sort, so I'm very excited about that. The Wrong Daughter, because I'm now halfway through. Okay, I've been reading Down Boots. I'm obsessed with it. There's already been so much tension, so much suspicion, so many twists. Like, it's the perfect book to just pick up, put down, pick up, put down. I'm excited to pick it up every single time I get to it, but I'm not feeling overly attached to it, so I'm okay putting it down to like do my next thing. It's just been the perfect read. It's a solid thriller, and I'm excited to keep reading it as I go to my little Halloween bars. My god. Okay, the first two bars I went to were great. They were great. Okay, they were just decked out in Halloween decor. This last one, which I had to buy a ticket to that was nearly $100, was bad local theater. It was so bad. And now I'm walking home in the rain. I have a 35-minute walk in the rain because I refuse to pay for an overpriced Uber after paying nearly $100 for bad local theater. Like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, girls. I'm not doing it. My new thrifted pants are getting water on them. This is the price you pay for being a sheep, for falling victim to bad local theater advertising. Boy, what the hell? I'm just happy I made it back in one piece, y'all. I had to pay $5 for a well shot just to pee. Okay, the urge to pee hit me so bad, maybe a third of a mile into my walk home, and I said, please God, let there be a bar that will take pity on a pretty girl. I went to one bar and the guy was like, I'm so sorry, I really want to let you in, but like, you're gonna have to buy something. And he said, buy a well shot for $4. And I said, okay, make it a gin. And he said, I'm gonna give you a double because you seem hard. And I said, I seem hard? I'm gonna ignore that. I swiftly went to pee, came back, took a double shot of gin like a fucking champ. He was like, you need a chaser? I was like, can I just get a lemon? He gave me a little slice of lemon. I chomped on it, no flinch. I left. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, I was kind of hard. And then I proceeded to walk the rest of the 35 minutes in the rain. So I'm trying to get some sushi. My Airbnb host also messaged me to check in. I'm like, what? Since when is this a service? Since when are y'all checking in? And he was like, hey, like, I just want to make sure you checked out the rooftop. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I think I'm gonna check out the rooftop and go get sushi. Good morning vlog. I say morning, it's 11 a.m. I just got up and got myself ready a little bit late. I was super bummed that my tour of Mount Rainier was canceled due to inclement weather. They're like shutting down a bunch of national parks and stuff, and I'm sure there's like issues with the national parks because of the government shutdown. So really disappointed that I won't be able to do my Mount Rainier tour. I also looked at renting a car and just driving myself to Olympic National Park, but it seems like nothing is like super safe right now. I'm really disappointed. I'm in my comfy like hiking outfit. I really wanted to walk around and hike, but I'm gonna try to make the most of it. So I'm gonna go in search of brunch. I have literally no plans for the day because I was supposed to be on an 8-hour nature tour. Since that's screwed, I think I want to try to find a cute winter hat to go with my little cozy chill day outfit, and I'm gonna go eat, read, shop around. Also, I was sitting here journaling this morning before I picked up my vlog camera, and I realized I forgot to mention yesterday I met one of you. Emily. Hello. Hi. I met one of you. I was coming out of the place where I ate lunch yesterday, and someone said, "Are you Hailey?" And I said, "Oh my god, I am. What's going on? Am I about to get like shot in the street?" No, it was one of you. It was Emily. She was a viewer, and she was with her adorable little child and her husband, and oh my god, they were just the cutest little family, and we had a little conversation on the street. She also likes Smashing Pumpkins and Lana Del Rey, and she watches my videos. So shout out to Emily. Hi. Thank you for saying hello to me. I'm so happy to meet you. And I journaled about it, just like how grateful I am and how cool it is when I see y'all in person, and it's like y'all are all cool like me, and I'm like, oh my god, there are girls like me out there, and that's y'all, and that's who's watching, and that is so cool. So thanks, Emily, for saying hi, and I'm just grateful for y'all. I was journaling about it this morning, but anyway, in search of brunch, let's go. Hello, I made a pit stop in my Airbnb after my little adventure around because I wanted to change some stuff out in my bag. I just don't want to look around as much, and I also want to update you on my reading because I've read quite a bit. I'm gonna see if I can set you up here so I can sit on the floor. If anyone remembers when I used to film my videos on the floor, you're real as fuck. Who remembers the first apartment that I lived in with Cameron where I filmed my videos on the floor and I had my kitchen in the background and it was my wine bottle graveyard that I painted all the wine bottles from all the wine that I drank during COVID? It was a dark time. Yeah, that's the vibe that this is giving, but honestly the lighting is kind of eating. I'm not mad about it. I am 3/4 of the way through The Wrong Daughter by Dandy Smith. The twists are twisting. The paranoia is paranoying. This girl's getting gaslit, as we knew would happen. I feel like every thriller nowadays is, oh my god, the woman's crazy, except she's literally not. She's literally not. Everyone around her is just gaslighting her damnation. So we are gonna find out what's actually happening. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm very intrigued. The two timelines that we're following, I think I get where they overlap and converge at this point. I'm just really excited to finish it up. I think I'm gonna go out and do a little bit of walking around and shopping, and then I'm gonna find a place to hang out and finish this book. I forgot that I did book a ghost tour tonight, so I guess we're gonna do that later, but that's really the only set plan I have. For now, it's wandering time. Hello vlog, we are meeting again at my Airbnb. I just had another foray out into the world. I went to probably like 6 or 7 different stores. I was a little overwhelmed, so I wasn't really taking B-roll, but I didn't really find much, to be honest. Didn't really like a lot of what I saw. I literally walked into Anthropologie when there was a 50% off sale and bought nothing. That is unheard of for me. I did get 2 little shirts, one from a vintage store, one from Urban Outfitters. I also did the photo booth in one of the vintage stores that I went to, and it didn't have a countdown or anything, so it just took 6 off-guard photos of me like looking like I'm dissociating. Actually, let me show you. It's really funny. Where has she gone? These are 2 different photos of 2 different moments. Like,
where is she? She is not in the building with us. She's not present. Then I realized, oh, I fucking got a smile, but I still wasn't full smiling yet. Finally, we got the smile in. Dissociating again. Then I was like, what the fuck? Like, why is this going off without telling me? And then I just decided to be confused and lean into it. So this was the result. I'm literally dead. So after my little shopping, I came back to change for dinner and my little ghost tour tonight. I hate this outfit actually. I feel like it does not fit me well at all. I didn't try on either of these things before I left, and the skirt is just way too big, way too long. This also isn't like clinging to my body, like it's just too big and puffing out. So everything is getting too big. It's a little frumpy nation, but we're gonna rock with it. I'm gonna put my headphones on and we're gonna walk to a little bar so I can read and hang out.
Hello vlog, it's my last day in Seattle. I didn't speak to you at all last night. It honestly was like a crazy end of the evening while I was sitting out on that rooftop. It started storming, boots down, like hailing, falling from the sky, and I was like, oh my god, this is so Seattle core. So I went and finished my book in the inside area of that place, which I gotta tell you about The Wrong Daughter, because holy shit, that book was crazy. I was like, surely my little spooky ghost tour that I had booked is gonna be canceled if it's like pouring rain. No, apparently it was like rain or shine. So I tried to force myself to go on this ghost tour, but it was like a walking tour, and I just could not handle being out there shivering under an umbrella listening to historical facts. Like, I really could not do it. So I just came back here and collapsed, and I tried to get an early night, but it was so loud. This Airbnb has been great. Like, the area hasn't been super loud the past few nights, but something happened last night. I don't know. There were sirens, there were trucks, there were people like being loud in the complex. Like, I probably woke up every 30 minutes and I just like did not have a good night of sleep. So I woke up and got ready, and I'm just like ready to have a good day and end my trip on a better note than that, because it was kind of miserable yesterday. But before I get out on the town for my last day in Seattle, let me give you a final review of The Wrong Daughter by Dandy Smith. Oh my god, was this twisty. I thought that I knew what was going on. I think I even said that in a vlog update. I was like, oh, I figured out the connection between the two timelines. I in fact did not. I did not get it right at all. It was really twisty and really good. I do think it dragged a little bit at certain points, and I wasn't as super like connected to the story as I would be to like a 5-star thriller. But that being said, it was atmospheric, it was well written, it was twisty, it was interesting, kept me engaged the whole time, other than those couple little dragging points. I'm gonna give it 4 stars. I think it was super solid. It's on KU. If you've been wondering about it, I say give it a read. And yeah, now as I'm going about my day today before I head to the airport, I think I'm just gonna continue reading little essays in this collection, this Why I Love Horror collection. If there's anything of note, of course, I'll update ya. Hello vlog! I am officially back from Seattle, back to reality, back to work, back to 90 degrees, unfortunately. All the fall vibes have basically gone out the window. Well, that's not true because I still have like the fall vibes in my home, but the Pacific Northwest fall vibes of it all, the weather of it all, I'm gonna miss it so much. I already do, but I am happy to be home and be back with the dogs. I wanted to do a final little reading update for you just to kind of wrap up my trip. I did read another like 3/4 of this book while I was on the plane and in the airport. I really like a lot of the essays in here. If you're a horror lover, I feel like this will just be very validating for you to read and maybe help you explain to yourself why you're drawn to such dark things. That's kind of how it was serving me. I still loved the ones by Grady Hendrix and Rachel Harrison and Stephen Graham Jones probably the most, but I was also really surprised at the one by Paul Tremblay. I loved the one by Brian Keene. I loved the one by Hailey Piper, was really great, and it made me want to read more of her books. Loved the one by Gabino Iglesias and Josh Mallerman, but really they're all great. So this is a pretty solid collection. I think I'm gonna give it 4.5 stars. I'm not finished with all the essays, but just at this point, I really loved it. Obviously, I loved The Wrong Daughter. I think it's such a solid thriller, 4-star, easy recommendation for you guys. I was a little bit lukewarm on Bat Eater and Other Names for Cora Zhang, but I would still recommend it if you like social commentary heavy horror. I think you would really enjoy it. It does get a little confused and I felt a little disconnected throughout the middle. I still think it was really well written. Obviously, the top recommendation from this video is going to be Matchmaking for Psychopaths. If you're a thriller lover, you'll love it. If you're a romance lover, you'll love it. If you like quarter life crisis, darkly funny girlhood core, you will love it. Obsession and Fatal Attraction, you're gonna die for it. It's just so great. Such an easy 5-star for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me on my little solo trip to the Pacific Northwest. If you're in Seattle, I just want to thank you for your hospitality. The trip was so much fun. Thank you guys again just for hanging out with me and watching this video today. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And of course, as always, don't forget to read a book and go to therapy this week, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!